RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers works to connect you to jobs, training, and career development. We're telling stories and finding new options to better your situation and your skills. This is RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers report. Tonight we're highlighting a company that offers employment from Mishawaka to the north to Evansville to the south. Indianamentor provides support and care to people with disabilities all across our state. RTV6's Meredith Barrick found they're looking to hire people especially with a caring heart.
This job is just not a job where you can sit and just babysit. You have to really interact with them.
Brittany McReynolds has worked at Indianamentor for 9 years. She started as a direct service provider, something Indianamentor's executive director says they need more of.
The state of Indiana has really moved towards a waiver program, a home and community-based waiver, which allows people with disabilities to live on their own in the community, be it in an individual apartment or in a shared living apartment or in a shared group home space. And so that requires many more direct service professionals to provide care to them and to provide kind of one-on-one supports as needed.
Rado says they work hard to find people who have a passion for helping others. And if you have a degree and experience, that's great. But if not, they'll train you.
Individuals that we want to employ really should do this because they have a heart and a purpose for the people with disabilities.
Indianamentor also prides itself on internal promotions. McReynolds now works as a program supervisor.
I basically manage the entire group home from their needs, wants, all the necessities, grocery shopping, making sure that the staff have everything that they need, the individuals being served have everything that they need.
It's not only a job, but a calling, and one that brings a lot of joy to everyone at Indianamentor.
It's a fun position to be in, but it's also challenging because you're working with individuals with disabilities that sometimes can be challenging, but also at the same time have a life that they want to live.
Meredith, thank you so much for that story. Indianamentor says it has opportunities throughout the state, including in our rural areas. If you're interested in learning more, visit our website, hiringhoosiers.com. It's Tuesday, so no need to wonder whether the job posts you're about to see are current, because they are. We focus on jobs available for hire in real time in the areas with the greatest demand for growth, from logistics to healthcare to manufacturing. Another exciting Tuesday here at RTV6. We talk about jobs every week in real time with Mike Hefner with Express Employment Professionals. The jobs of the week. You're my favorite part of the newscast, as you know.
I know that.
Because we're going to connect people to jobs.
That's right.
So, you ready? You ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Here we go with the first one. This is an industrial maintenance technician in Edinburgh.
Yeah, this is down in Edinburgh. This is a really good paying job, $24, $29 an hour. This is going to be someone that obviously needs to have maintenance experience, performing preventative maintenance specifically.
Our next job is a medical accounts receivable specialist in Indianapolis. The growth of healthcare just big time throughout the country.
Yes, and this particular company is really growing. This is a $16 to $18 an hour position. The person really needs to have medical billing and coding background. They've done work in the past with patients, doctors, insurance vendors, collecting those payments.
Another big explosive growth we've seen is in logistics, so we can see why they need a route driver, this company.
Yeah, so this is going to be a CDLB required. CDLA is obviously preferred. This is going to be someone with excellent customer service skills, a clean driving record. They're going to be working with different stops and working with different customers along the way.
An Indianapolis manufacturer needs a field service engineer.
Yeah, so this is a direct hire position, $50,000 to $60,000 a year, installing equipment, performing maintenance. Maintenance is a hot thing right now, Raphael. This person needs to have mechanical, pneumatic, and robotic experience.
Robots are big time as automation really takes over and really becomes part of the workday. Our next job is machine operators. They need a lot of these, Mike, in Greenwood and Johnson County.
Yeah, so this is a growing company in Johnson County. They need some machining cleaning experience or production experience of some sort. They are willing to train, but ideally that person comes in and gets a better pay rate based on that. So.
And an electronics parts supplier in Indianapolis, they need an electrical technician.
Yeah, so this person's going to be assembling and performing quality checks. It pays $15 to $18 an hour. The experience level would need to be somewhere in the range of 2 years testing and troubleshooting electronic devices.
So Mike, I make the call, you call me back because I am the candidate for one of the jobs of the week. What do I bring to make sure that I get the job that I want, like right now?
Yeah, so I tell people to have an inventory of their work history. So all the things where they've worked and the dates of employment, know who the supervisor was for each one of those locations, have some references that they can leave for an employer to contact them. And then on top of that is really have a good skills inventory, the things that they've done, the accomplishments that they've had. I call it your tool bag. You want to know what those things are and be able to articulate those things with one of the recruiters or employment specialists.
And you need that tool bag because that is the price of admission. If you don't have that information, you could be weeded out because the employer wants to know more about you, right? So you have to have at least the basics.
Yeah, and the recruiter's going to walk someone straight through that and be able to have that conversation during that process.
Let's talk about the jobs of this week because we want to get those hired like right now. How do I contact you at this moment?
Thanks. Express Employment Professionals, and the best way to do that is expressindsouth.com. Also reach hiringhoosiers.com. All the jobs are listed there on hiringhoosiers.com. And to reach a recruiter and walk through that process, it's 317-888-5700.
Mike Hefner with Express Employment Professionals, thank you so much. And these are the jobs of the week.
Hiring Hoosiers, all new tomorrow.
How am I going to get myself prepared each day to get to work?
Finding work while finding yourself.
A local organization helping domestic abuse survivors get back on their feet.
Giving back some of that self-worth.
All new at 6 a.m.
3 Deal. Rallies and checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
The CEO of banking powerhouse J.P. Morgan Chase believes that kids aren't getting the right education they need to get a job. CEO Jamie Dimon says Chase is now about to make some massive changes.
I'm in favor of getting more kids college degrees, but not if they get there and they don't get a job. We are eliminating jobs where it says college degree required, where it should not be required.
So keep this in mind, about 75% of the positions that J.P. Morgan Chase posted last year did not require a college degree. The bank also plans to make it less difficult to hire people who serve time behind bars.
They've got families, they've got kids, they can't get credit, they can't get a home, they struggle to get a job, and they deserve a second chance. So one of the things we're trying here is we do hire ex-felons. And the people who are experts in this tell you a lot of the ex-felons they hire are the most loyal, hardworking. They don't want to go back. They just want that second chance.
Chase says it plans to spend $350 million over the next 5 years on its overall plans.